Hello guys, welcome to the channel. This is Firdaus Jabin and today I am going to discuss 15 MCQs on information and communication technology. And as far ICT is concerned, you have to pay attention on few topics which are very important. Those are the full forms, memory, storage capacity in increasing order or decreasing order, email, and so on. So these are the major important topics that you have to prepare well. Those who are watching my video for the first time, so the first question is 1 GB equals to how many bytes, megabytes, terabytes, or gigabytes? Okay, so there is chart to understand this, that first we have bytes, then KB, that is kilobytes, then MB, then GB, and then TB. Okay, so here this 1 GB will relate to MB, that is 1024 megabytes. Okay, so this is the chart to understand the flow, that how it moves from bytes to TB. And here in this case, every 1 GB will equals to 1024 MB, 1 MB will equal to 1024 KB. So we will look at the chart, complete chart, that how the bytes has relationship with each other. So here we have 8 bits equals to 1 byte. Okay, 1024 bytes equals 1 KB. Similarly, 1024 KB equals 1 MB, 1024 MB equals 1 GB, and 1024 GB equals 1 TB. So important thing is that you have to remember them and arrange them in an order so that you can easily put this value, that is 1024, and the exception case lies here, that 1 byte equals to 8 bits. And one more thing is here, 4 bits equals 1 nibble. Okay, so 4 bits equals 1 nibble. Remember this and this relationship. Okay, I hope you must have understood how to remember them. You just remember these things: byte, then KB, then MB, then GB, then TB, and everything that TB has relationship with GB in the form of 1024. Okay, that is the unit value that they have. Next question is, Google is what? It is important that they will ask questions about Google, Google Chrome, then search engine, then other things. Okay, so options are web browser, search engine, URL, and domain name. So Google is search engine. Okay, when there is Google Chrome, then it is web browser. Similarly, we have different types of search engine. For example, search engine can be Yahoo, DuckDuckGo. Okay, similarly there are lots of web browser like Google Chrome is one, then you can have Mozilla Firefox. Similarly, okay, and what is URL? URL is the web address, so I will explain it later. Similarly, there is a domain name, so we will explain them later, but for now just remember this thing, that Google is a search engine. That's it. Next question is, Zoom application is which kind of application? Instant messaging app, video conferencing app, audio conferencing app, search engine. So the correct answer is going to be video conferencing app. It is basically video conferencing app where you can have video meet. Okay, other similar popular application of video conferencing is Google Meet. It is very popular. So, and under instant messaging app you have WhatsApp, then recently Signal became popular, then like this, that when whatever you type, that it reaches instantly, like Messenger on Facebook. So all these are counted under instant messaging app. Okay, then you have search engine that I told you, it can be Google, Yahoo, DuckDuckGo. So all these are search engine. Next question is, website is what? A search engine? No. Collection of web pages, similar to web pages, synonyms to web page. So it is collection of web page. Okay, it is not similar to web browser. Web browser helps to retrieve the information from the web pages, from the websites, but website is a collection of web pages. So if you visit any website, so there you will have multiple pages, multiple files are there. So the collection of those files is known as website. That is, it is a site of web pages. That's it. Next question is, CBT stands for, options are Central Basic Training, Computer Based Training, Testing, Computer Based Test, and none. So the correct answer is CBT, is computer based testing. So whatever exam you write through NTA, that is CBT. That is an example of CBT. Next question is, education through CDs is what kind of education? Whether it is synchronous, asynchronous, both or none. So first we have to understand what is synchronous and what is asynchronous. So synchronous is something when sending a message and receiving a message is happening simultaneously at the same time. For example, if there is something broadcasting live, or if there is any live stream on YouTube, or any live stream going on Instagram or in anywhere, so that is synchronous, that is you are syncing. But asynchronous is where the sender and receiver is not present at the same time. Okay, so if I upload the video and you will watch it later, then it become asynchronous. And if I do a live streaming on particular video, then it will become synchronous. Okay, syncing, that it is going with the time. At the same time, the sender is sending a message and receiver is receiving a message. But under asynchronous, sender has sent a message, or like you can put it in the form of that if something is uploaded on YouTube or Instagram or anywhere. So if it is uploaded and you can watch it later, then it is asynchronous. So under CDs is a compact disk, so it contains data. It can have anything. That here it is relating to education, so it has course videos. So you can access a CD anytime. It has no requirement of syncing. It is asynchronous. So whatever data, whatever information is stored in CD, you can access it at any time. So the sender and the receiver are not syncing, they are not present at the same time. Okay, so it is asynchronous. Next question is, E-Gyankosh was launched in which year? Options are 2000, 2004, 5 and 8. So it was launched in the year 2005, and it is important. Next question is, E-Gyankosh was launched by whom? Options are IIT Kanpur, IGNOU, Allahabad and Delhi University. So it was launched by IGNOU in the year 2005. Okay. Next question is, a byte consists of how many bits? So a byte consists of 8 bits. Okay, so we will revisit that chart again here. So here, as you can see here, that 1 byte equals 8 bits. Okay, so similarly in this case, 1 byte, that is a byte, 1 byte equals 8 bits. Next question is, ENIAC is an example of which generation? Options are first, second, third and fourth. So ENIAC is an example of first generation. Question is, correct statement is or are? Options are RAM is a temporary memory, ROM is permanent memory, RAM is volatile, ROM is volatile. And it is very important, you will always have question from RAM, ROM in the context of volatile, non-volatile, main memory, permanent memory or temporary memory. So before answering these questions, we will have some discussion about them. So here we have another slide which talks about RAM and ROM. So first thing is that memory is something which stores information. Okay, memory is a storage house where information is stored. Information. So what is RAM? RAM is an acronym and it stands for random access memory. It is known as main memory. It is temporary. It is not permanent, but it is main, and it is volatile. Why is it volatile? Because it is temporary. And why it happens that it is temporary? So when computer is turned on, a set of operating instructions copied from the hard disk to the RAM. So whenever you switch on the computer or laptop, then under that scenario, a set of operating instructions are copied from the hard disk to the RAM, and it remains there till the computer is off. So the moment the computer is turned off, this data that was stored on RAM, it got deleted. That is why it is known as temporary memory, and it is counted as main memory because somewhere when the moment the computer has started and the moment till it is switched off, whatever data that has been copied from hard disk to the RAM, it is there. Okay, so whatever functioning is going on, so it all relates to RAM. Next is ROM. It is also an acronym and it stands for read only memory. So you can only read them, you can't do any change in them. It is a permanent memory. So you can only read, and it is permanent memory, a set of instructions that has been built into the computer by the manufacturer and cannot be accessed or changed by the user. So if you are a user, you can't make any kind of change in ROM. It permits user to read only, you are allowed only to read. So this is about RAM and ROM. Now we will try to answer the question. Okay, so the question was, RAM is temporary memory. It is true that RAM is temporary, and being temporary it is volatile too. So this is also true. Another one is ROM is permanent memory. Yes, it is permanent, you can only read them. ROM is volatile? No, it is non-volatile. Why? Because it is permanent. That is why it is non-volatile. Volatile is something which gets destroyed, and non-volatile is something which doesn't get destroyed. So under RAM, the moment computer is turned off, whatever data was copied from hard disk to RAM, it is deleted. Okay, that is why it is volatile. I hope you must have understood it, and please do remember this basic knowledge about RAM and ROM. They are very important for the exam. Next we have 14 number. LSI is associated with which kind of generation? So we have all the options: first, second, third and fourth. So LSI is associated with the fourth generation. So the correct answer is going to be fourth. Now why fourth? Because under fourth generation there is use of microprocessor, and this microprocessor uses the technology of LSI. That is, there is large scale integration of what? Chips, capacitors, resistors and other requirements. Okay, so we will look into it more detail. That under third generation it is small scale integration. Okay, under second generation there is no such thing as integration or integrating something, but third generation is SSL, that is small scale. Then fourth generation is LSI, that is large scale or very large scale integration. Okay, so this is about. Now the whole complete, this one is known as URL, that is Uniform Resource Locator, which is the web address, that is the address of any specific document on a web. Okay, so this is URL. Now this portion from www.com is known as domain. Okay, now this portion, the middle one, is known as second level. This .com is known as top level domain, and this www is known as third level domain or sub level domain. So this is the domain name. Now little more about the top level domain. It is also known as extension. Extension usually consists of dot, and it will have 2 letters, 3 letters. Like for example, .com is for commercial, then we have .edu for education, .gov for governance, then you have .in for country specific. For India it's .in, .uk for England, for United Kingdom. So similarly you have this extension or file name. You can have .org for any kind of organization, .net, then .mil for military. So these are the extension. Okay, and what does a domain do? Domain gives identification to a website. Any website you have, it gives identity. For example, if this is a website for my channel, then it gives identity. So this is domain name. It consists of 3 elements and all this. So guys, this was for today. If this video has helped you to build your concept even by 1%, if it has helped you to improve your concept on ICT even by 1%, then please do like, share and subscribe, and follow us on Instagram for all the latest quiz updates, and join us on Telegram for all the PDFs. All the links are given in the description box below. Plus access the quiz that is active, and the quiz link is active till 31st March. So if you succeed to score 40% or above, then you will get an e-certificate. Thank you.